A good afternoon and welcome to Innovate. It is exactly 3 p.m. by my watch, and we're here to bring you everything there is in the world of technology, innovations and creations, name it. Well, are you out there? Do you have a skill in IT? And are you wondering how you can grow that skill into a career? Then look no further. Aptech Computer Education is here for you. Simply go to Conrad Plaza on Entebbe Road and you'll make your dream a reality. I'm Brenda Kimbabazi, but first, today's highlights. On Innovate today, bring you the AidData RAN Hackathon, where a team of 43 people came up with maps, applications, using GIS technologies to help deal with adverse effects of climatic change. The Hack for Youth, a hackathon that brought over 10 nationalities to come together to create applications in a bid to create more awareness to sexual and reproductive health. For Globatech, an 8-year-old has hope yet again after receiving a pair of hands that he did not have before and can now use them to do practically anything. For our security tip, we tell you what hashtags are, why you need to use them, and of what advantage they come with. This week it's all about hackathons. Today we are at the GIS Hackathon here at the Resilient Africa Network Laboratories in Kololo, where a team of developers are coming up with web applications, websites, and maps using the GIS technology as a means of providing solutions to the adverse effects of climatic change. Check it out. Resilient Africa Network RAN, in collaboration with AidData Center for Development Policy, Partner Development Lab under the Higher Education Solutions Network, hosted the second annual Geographical Information Systems Hackathon at the Makero University Innovation Lab. The hackathon, which attracted 42 participants, was guided by the theme Building Community Resilience Towards Climate Change Effects to Foster Development. GIS is steadily gaining popularity in Africa and even the world at large. The RAN team was excited to host 8 Data Summer Fellows who had been working in Uganda for the last 8 weeks. They served as mentors of the day to help hackers refine their ideas, interact and manipulate the provided data sets.
Today as mentors, we've been fostering insight with a focus on the theme of the hackathon and also providing needed knowledge on areas that are technical and they're less experienced in.
So it's just a one-day hackathon. At the end of the day, what do you expect?
It's a one-day hackathon, but I expect better results at the end of the day because I believe they have ample skills and help them come up with a product that is informative to the policymakers.
So we have been giving some trainings to the RAN interns, some students from the university about GIS and geocoded data, how they can better use the data and information that AidData produces along with other sources to create maps, advocacy, on further innovation in the field of development. So for the hackathon, it's more just an experience getting to put together a research idea, following through with the project, and developing a map. So we hope for the newer the people that have just learned about GIS and its capabilities that they'll be able to see the potential that GIS has and that mapping has. For the more experienced, we hope that they can come up with some great ideas that could be developed on later and that could be taken to organizations or be used by some group or advocacy organization.
They formed up to 10 teams of 4 individuals each and were working to create a web application, web map, GIS app, mobile app, or static map to address a specific challenge with a concentration on the use of spatial visualization and analysis. Participants shaped out files and used the AidData geocoding methodologies to build interactive maps. They pitched their innovations to a team of judges in 5 minutes. Our cameras caught up with some of the participants and they gave us their experience of the hackathon.
My experience in this hackathon has been basically learning how to present data in a better way, like graphically mapping data as well. Also to be able to present better reports to decision makers in various offices so they can use the data to provide solutions to people in given areas.
Working through this hackathon has not been so hectic. It's no pressure because it's one day, so it's basically, but though it's a bit hard because it's not basically generating applications like what we've been, but it's now coming up with a whole report which requires a lot more than just an application.
Our topic is mapping out socio-economic vulnerability that leads to poverty, and poverty in the long run brings about climate change. Because when there's too little resources and people are clamoring to grab everything and people are not informed, then it brings about the community unable to utilize the resources well, like land, illiteracy, disabled people. The women are the ones running the homes. So we're trying to create a map so that the funders can be able to focus on the areas that need to be done urgently, and especially areas that are more vulnerable. So that's what we want to do, because there's some NGOs that are focusing on other areas and abandoning others. Maybe they're hard to reach. So we want to find out those hard to reach areas, and that's where the gist of the matter is.
Tell us what has been your experience doing this hackathon?
I got to submit technology I've never used before. All along I've been using different platforms, but now I've been introduced to this GIS technology. It's very interesting, and it has opened up my mind in the tech world. I've just realized that I can implement it in the different projects I've been working on. Yep.
The objective of the AidData RAN Hackathon was to use geocoded data on aid investments and other open geospatial data sources to explore climate change vulnerability and responses to strengthen resilience. This hackathon focused on the impact of climate change on agriculture, infrastructure, and poverty using geospatial data. Participants explored climate change and its effects on agriculture, infrastructure, and poverty in Uganda. A panel of judges, academia and development partner organizations that have been involved in GIS data analysis and big data mining participated in the vetting process. The judges scored the projects based on the innovativeness and creative use of the technology chosen, interactivity and clarity of the map or deliverable, applicability and potential of the map or deliverable to solve a real-world problem.
First of all, we are looking at a team that was working on a program that is local, and also the output which they got has a local context. Yeah. Then secondly, we are also looking at technology. To what extent have they used the technology to solve the problem? Those were the two major criteria.
The first place was Team 8, the EPID Mapper. Second place was Team 4, the Landslide Susceptibility, a landslide susceptibility map. The third place was Team 9, Kuma, a mobile application that reports deforestation incidents by scanning images. The first team won $250 and a smartphone for each of them. The second team received $150 and the third received $100. It was an exciting coding session for all GIS enthusiasts, developers, analysts and designers, and an excellent opportunity for individuals to hone their skills in innovative problem solving, geospatial research and programming. It was very thrilling to see young people critically think, crack their heads, and desktops to geocode the data, innovate and design solutions which are not only to benefit Uganda but the entire world. It was also a great opportunity for the participants to build their GIS skill competencies in preparation for future academic and business tasks. Innovate takes a very short break, but while you sip on that glass of water, simply check out the courses that Aptech has to offer on their website using www.aptech.co.ug. We'll be right back.